Hey, Mike McCrory here from mikesbackyardnursery.com. You know, every time I do one of these videos, I mention that, but you really should, if you're kind of new, go to mikesbackyardnursery.com. We got a million articles on there with all kinds of photos, a little bit everything. I don't know, we've been working on that blog. I don't update it near as often as I used to, but there's a ton of stuff there. There's a search function there, so you can kind of search whatever you're looking for. And you'll probably get a pop-up for an email. Get on the newsletter list because Dustin sends out really good stuff in the emails on a pretty regular basis. But anyway, and then our members area is kind of a private society. You know, not too many people know about it, but in the description of this video, and really I should put it in the description of all the videos, a link to our members area so you can kind of check out that little secret society that I've had going for about 20 years now. It's a pretty special place. But I'm not going to bore you with it here because we cover it all if you click on that link. Today I'm going to show you a rope trick. I'm going to teach you a knot where you can bundle things up and use only one end of the string, so you don't have to cut the string and keep wasting and throwing away a bunch of string. So this is how you can tie things in bundles and only use one end of the string and never have any waste. So if you want to know what the name of that knot is, you got to go ask somebody else because I don't have a clue. This is something I learned working in the field when I was 16. It was a long time ago. But anyway, I've used it a million times since then. I teach it. I just taught when the girls were here digging hydrangeas. I taught them how to use it so they could pack their vans completely full. So anyway, let's see if we can get this thing in frame here. Of course we can't. All right, that should work. Okay, so I've taken up a bunch of this plastic ground cover cloth, and just to make it easier to handle and to dispose of it. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm already not showing you. I got a bucket of string. I got a ball of string in the pail here. I'm going to take this end. I'm going to tie a knot in it just like that. That way, if it slips, it's not going to slip very far, but normally it doesn't slip. But the minute I don't tie the knot, it's going to slip. So I'm going to go underneath of my bundle like this and around here. Let's see if we can get closer. Okay, so I've got the two ends. I'm going to take my hand and put it in here like this. I'm going to take the end that I tied the knot in and I'm going to wrap it around the end that's coming from the pail, just like that. And then I'm just going to bring it around there and then put another. That's going to give me a slip knot. So now I'm going to push this down like that. Now, this is the tricky part. I got that nice and tight. I'm going to hold this tight so my tie is nice and tight. Then I'm going to take again this end coming from the pail and I'm going to tuck it under. Watch, underneath, and then I'm going to pull that knot through there. I'm going to put my thumb down there so my knot doesn't slip. Pull that up tight, just like that. All right, I'll do it again, going the other way. Okay, so I'm going to tie my knot in here like this, just like that. Very, very simple knot. It has a name, I don't know what it is. I'm not a Boy Scout, I'm a dirt farmer. All right. Let me pull that so you can see. Again, two ends like this. I'll reach under here, take this one and wrap it around the end coming from the bucket. Just make one tie around there. Now this will slip. I can push it down nice and tight. Now see, that knot is working now because if that knot weren't in there, this thing would have slipped through. That's why we tie the knot in the end before we start. Now, I'm going to take this, push it underneath of there like that, and then take the end with the knot, pull it through, and then I'm going to tie this knot, getting it below that knot, just like that. All right, I'm not going to show you again because you had the ability to rewind this thing a million times if you need to. So no point me going to all that trouble when you can rewind it. I don't know where the sun is, but okay. So very, very crooked, but it is what it is. I'm not a photographer either. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you because if you learn that knot, you will find yourself using it a lot. Unless, of course, you work in an office or someplace. Even then, sometimes you got to tie people up in an office or something. Anyway, until next time, by any and all means, stay inspired.